Welcome back to our another episode of Loser Raging Little Podcast. I'm Cody, that's Larry. Got my man Big Christian in here, man. We've been knowing this guy since 11th grade.
Yeah.
Seeing him do everything from being a football star in high school, football star in college, to going on to being a freaking entrepreneur. Great food. Great chef. Great chef. I knew this dude was going to be a chef because the one time I did drop this guy off and he started cooking food and I thought we were going to eat it. And he made like eggs with no cheese. And I was like, okay, you ain't got no cheese. That's fine. Then he made sausage and then he had toast and he scooped all that up and gave it to his dog.
Right.
All that up and gave it to
That
his
was
dog.
Princess, right?
Yeah, I said, oh my gosh. You got this whole house smelling like Sunday breakfast. And you ain't giving okay.
We used to take care of Princess, bro.
Absolutely.
We love Princess.
That's how I knew this family was going to be a special chef, man. So, Chris, man, how did all this come about, bro?
Man, I can't even lie, y'all. It's you all kind of said it, but really, man, God kind of orchestrated and put some things in place. I think for me, I've always loved cooking. And I've always loved, my mom was the cook of the family. So anytime we went to see her family, she cooked. Anytime our family came up to our house, she cooked. And I saw the value, man, in a good meal and how it brought the family together. It really did just resonate with me. Like that was something I always loved. So in college, we was broke. I used to put together, me and my teammates, you all put in about $5 each. And I run to the store and, I'd take a poor meal and try to turn it into a 5-star cuisine. And that's literally what started it in college.
So,
and then as I just progressed, when I started working as a teacher, I did meal preps and a few people inquired and I was meal prepping for myself. And that's what took it off. Like they inquired, they posted it, other friends of theirs inquired. Y'all did the same thing.
Sure did.
Y'all really, you guys helped me out with my first batch of clientele in this business. Y'all really helped me expand. So it was just a lot of word of mouth, man, and just continue to work and put out a good product.
That's what's up, man. Now you said Mom Dukes was the cook.
She was, my mom used to, and my dad could cook too, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So in my house, everybody really cooked. And I credit my parents because my dad we used to have days where he'd be like, all right, every man for himself.
Mhm.
And this was when we were young, like 6, 7, 8. And he would say, go in the fridge, we're gonna
Right.
make some ramen noodles and pick your ingredients.
Right.
And we
Okay.
would all I'd get chicken, I'd have a keen eye, so I'm grabbing onions, peppers, like stuff like that. My brothers are just throwing cheese and hot sauce.
Right. Oh, basic.
Right. I'm making a mirepoix, just finding out ways to make it fancy. And, those are things that really helped me just discover my love for cooking, just little things like that.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So you just cook because you love cooking? Is it therapeutic for you?
Yeah, definitely. It's I do love cooking. I really enjoy it. It's like I'm able to just kind of get lost in the kitchen and
For sure.
cooking has become what football was for me. Like when I was in
Okay.
football field, I really didn't care about too much outside of that. Whatever troubles, drama, stress, anything that was going on, I was able to just get lost in sports. And cooking is really the same thing for me. I'll look at my watch sometimes if I'm getting ready for an event, y'all, I swear, I haven't ate, it's 10 o'clock at night, literally ain't ate one thing that day. Just a few sips of water.
Wow.
And I just get that dialed in and that focused. And it is therapeutic. Like, it feels good. I won't even feel hungry. Won't even feel tired until I actually sit down. That's when I'm like, okay, I need to eat. I need to chill out. But it's just I'm able just to get lost in it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was something I was going to say, not to cut y'all off.
Do you think?
When I was going through, whenever I'm going through something, right, just whatever it was, cooking was always something that I could do, that I had control over, right?
Right.
And nobody could tell me how to do it. You know what I mean? I'm buying my own groceries. My vision is my vision. Whatever I want to make this, I'm able to make it and create. And it just gives me a creative space. And I think that's what's so therapeutic about cooking. I hear a lot of people say they don't like to cook. They're like, man, I don't like to cook, blah, blah, blah. But I think it's just something you don't necessarily have to like, but it's just something that you should just try to do.
For sure.
Just to see if you can get better at it. But
Right.
I've always been able to just get lost in cooking.
Right.
It's fun for me.
Because you never know until you try it.
Nope, absolutely not. No.
On with your customers, no, I just cut you off. My bad.
No, go ahead, dude.
With your customers, does anything stick out where you provided a meal, cooked a meal, and they opened up to you about how much this helped them in whatever way that was?
Yeah.
Like, and how it helped them like have some sense of calm about an event, because now you're doing it. They don't have to worry about it, and they know it's going to be delicious.
Yeah.
Can you shed some light on like whatever you think you can share with us about that?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I always compare, and not to always bring things back to sports, but you know, the name of my company being Downstate Eat, and I named it that for a reason, because for me, it really does correlate to sports, and it's a close representation for me. And for when I go into an event, I always think about it like, you know, I got to show up and I got to perform. And if you mess up, like you cannot redo a meal. You know what I mean? Like,
True. Hold on, let me take another 3 hours. I got
if you pull up with some bad food, it's a wrap.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's gonna ruin the party. So when I do show up, and you know, I can tell that they're stressed, because just planning an event is stressful. Even if you don't have to worry about the cooking, everything else that comes with it is stressful. So being able to pull up and perform at a high level for me, well, what I like to call it, just being able to perform at a high level, and making sure that, you know, that everything that they wanted, their vision comes through, and just that people love the food, it feels good.
Right.
People talk about food, y'all, for days. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, my events on Saturdays, I'm getting texts all through next week of just about how good the food was, and
Right.
people just doubling back, like, man, the food
Licking the
was
pan,
delicious.
like, you're right.
It's a beautiful thing.
Right.
And so it's like, you know, I like to think that I'm helping people smile. Like, even though it is a business, you know, it's a labor of love, and it's a lot of care that goes into it.
Right.
It's service. Like I love to say that cooking is an act of service.
Right. Absolutely. For
You're
sure.
kind of bending and making sure somebody gets what they want. You know,
That's what we're here for,
Mhm.
is to be able to help.
Absolutely. Yep.
And you did our Friendsgiving like a couple years ago,
Mhm.
crushed it, and we we was fighting over the
Yeah.
leftovers.
For sure.
You know, it's interesting because I'll think about people who I cooked for. That was probably like 3 years ago.
Yep.
Let's just say it was 3 or 4 years ago, right? I'll think about people who I cooked for 3 or 4 years ago, and I'll look at where I am now, and sometimes I'm like, man, I want to cook for them again just so they can see the growth. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
where you start cooking, or just anything, just
Yeah.
like in your business, where you guys started at, when did y'all start? Like a few years ago?
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Like, it's the length y'all have grown is crazy. Go ahead, do your thing. Just the length y'all have grown is crazy. So I kind of like to look at that as far as cooking too. Like, man, I want the next chance I get to cook for y'all, I'm gonna make sure I show out too, just so y'all can see
Bruh,
that.
you don't listen. Every meal that you cook, 'cause remember, you did my meal prep. You done my meal prep for some of my clients as well. They still talking about it, bruh. Like, trust me.
I had one of your clients hit me up not too long ago, Larry, and was asking me if I'm still meal prepping.
Oh
I
yeah,
forgot the person's name, but real cool lady. She happened.
Kirsten.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I already know.
Still call her
I already
Kirsten,
know.
yeah.
Shout out to Kirsten.
Yeah.
She loves your meals too.
Man,
bruh.
Kirsten she was definitely a loyal client for a long time, bro.
Absolutely. Now, when you do these, like I said, you do take a lot of stress off the event, because people that don't like to cook,
Yeah.
I like to cook, wifey don't like to cook. So when you brought all the food, she was just like, that's one thing that you take off of people's plates.
Yeah.
And when you take that off people's brain, that just lets them mellow out even more,
Mhm.
enjoy the party even
Mhm.
more. Because
Sure.
not only does he comes in, he sets up everything
Yeah.
by himself.
Yeah.
Sets up everything, all the plates, everything.
You don't have a partner in crime? You don't have...
I do, and I'm getting better at hiring people. So I did kind of hire my first,
What?
like my first sous chef, you would call it. But,
Okay.
normally, bro, it was like my sister-in-law would help. My brother has helped, but the large majority I did it by myself. Huge events, like I don't know how I did it, but I was able to
Right.
do it by myself. Yeah.
I've been seeing those on TikTok. He
Mhm.
does his own videos. Got the voice for it. When I first seen his first video, I said, "Is that Christian?"
Right.
Okay.
It's all
I
state
still
man.
get clowned.
My man got the Allstate man. I said,
No,
"Oh, your boy
I
Susan."
had to tell people, like, when I'm doing my videos, it's either late at night or early in the morning. So it's not that I'm trying to put on the all-state voice. It's
Quiet
just,
storm.
Yeah, but
Right.
I'm not trying to. It's
Late
just,
night,
it's
slow
just the
jam.
time. Yeah, I'm just tired.
Yeah, now those are good. You were you in a food truck at one point too?
I wasn't. I wanted to.
Okay.
You know, I've shopped around for some food trucks. That's kind of what I'm looking more so into now. I would love to get a food truck off, man, because I literally have the concept. I got the name and the menu, but it's just, man, it's we talk about like, and not to, I don't know if we want to jump into this yet, but like we talk about like mental health, right?
Absolutely.
And in this business, it's a gift and a curse for me sometimes because I know exactly what I want to do. I know I have the talent to do it. You know, I have the willpower to do it, but it's like you got to get out your own way.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll let my mind kind of talk me out of moving forward.
Yep.
You know, in a speed that I need to move forward, like being aggressive and chasing it. And that's kind of where I am with the food truck right now. I know it could work, but it's just like I need to go get it. You know what I mean? I need to go.
It's tough, bro. We are our own worst enemy.
Man, I swear. It's
I swear.
it's always you versus you.
Yeah.
It's
No one's
always
saying
versus
this. You be like, man, I'm like, who's saying this? Me.
Yeah.
I'm the only one stopping myself.
Yeah. You know, the crazy part about it is, bro, if other people will believe in you, like y'all probably believe in me more than I believe in me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
people will believe that you can do more than what you could even imagine.
It sounds good. What are you scared of?
Yeah.
Bro, it's like people always tell me, they're like, man, I had a guy, a real good dude too. He was like, man, why are you working? And he was like, why are you working full time?
Right.
And I was just like, bro, I gotta pay bills. Like,
Right.
you know, I'm not there yet to where I think my business can totally support
Right.
my entire living.
Right.
Yeah.
And he was like, Christian, he was like, if you're not there yet mentally, he was like, you probably will never be there. He was like, it's gonna take for you to jump.
Right.
And he was like, a lot of times you just gotta take a leap of faith and just believe that
The
it's gonna
parachute's
work.
gonna come.
Man, it's gonna
Yeah.
come out and save the day. So, you know, that's just something just to
I've
think
heard
about.
That. I've heard that a lot of places.
Yeah.
When we started, it was one of the scariest. When we put on our 2-week notice, that was one of the scariest things.
This is all y'all. This is y'all.
This is it. This is it.
Wow.
We were doing it, and we started it, and then in 2020, but we didn't go full this until 2022.
Wow.
2021.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay.
So it took 2 years of us having full-time jobs and then working this at the same time. So we were working 50, 60 hours a week.
Easily.
Worth every second.
Okay, let me ask y'all this, if y'all don't mind me asking y'all a question.
Go ahead.
Did y'all see it? Like, when y'all first started, did you see that it would turn into this?
Honestly, we didn't know what we were doing. Right. Like legit, we had no clue.
The best story.
We started buying inventory. Right. We had no spot before. We just started buying a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
And we were filling up each other's garages with like the inventory, and then at this point it's like, well, we can't sell it back. You know what I'm saying? We gotta find it. And literally, like you said, God puts everything in place because it doesn't make any sense how everything just keeps falling. And we've had times where it's been a low moment, or it's like, well, how are we gonna get this stuff? And all of a sudden, something happened.
Somebody called me and was like, Cody, we got this truck load full of chairs. Do you want it? I was like, yes, please.
And we be on our last leg, and then he's like, what?
Yeah.
And every time,
always just happens like that.
Yeah,
always.
We even got shut down. We had to move, like that.
Yeah.
When we were in Springfield.
We're not here because we wanted to be here. We had to move out our last spot.
Well, they just put some pressure on y'all. Something wasn't
They
going
said,
right.
Change management.
He said your last month will be December of 2021. And there's nothing you can do about it.
He told us in the end of October.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, end of October.
And y'all just found this place.
Yep, bro. Literally, this is it. Like this was it. It's either
immediately go on to the websites that have the catalog of open retail spaces, and you start putting in inquiries. And we had people just going out, and it was the first thing. There wasn't a plan B.
Nah.
There wasn't a plan B.
And that's the thing. When they first told us, the first day, it sucked. We sold, I ain't gonna lie. I sat at the lake like, what are we gonna do? Oh, Lord.
You couldn't see it.
I couldn't see it. But after that, you dry your tears like, bro, like you said, there's no plan B, bro. This is it. This is it.
Dog, it's so crazy y'all said that. What I've learned too in life, you know, with my business, y'all, I swear I didn't have to do nothing but cook. Like, that's really what I tell people. Like, God just told me to cook, and that's all I did. And it just seemed like everything else he just took care of. It fell into place. When I first started on social media, y'all, before I made that collard green video random, you know, that collard green video went super viral. I had 7,000 followers. I made that collard green video. In 2 weeks, I shot up to 40,000 followers.
Yep.
And my business literally my catering inquiries just went crazy to the point where I couldn't handle them because now more people were seeing like they were seeing my content, my catering content. A lot of people weren't seeing it. So it just blew up to the point where I couldn't even, I had to hire my sister-in-law. Like I was like, listen, you got to handle my emails. I can't, it's giving me anxiety. I can't, it's just too many emails and I'm still working. So it's just like, I tell people all the time, like, man, if you just keep going forward and keep, trying to do what you should do, I feel like everything always falls in place.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
And you always hear it from like when we were working, when other people's business and stuff like that, and they were like, "You just got to jump," and they're like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense." But if somebody asks me the same thing, that's what I'm gonna say, man, bro. You just gotta take a leap, bro.
Yeah.
You believe in yourself and say there's no plan B. Keep it moving. So
it's wonderful though to see. Just I told you before, y'all really do inspire the heck out of me. Because I just, just outside looking in, I didn't see it being this big. Obviously, I'm not in y'all's shoes, but just seeing where y'all taking this and where y'all about to go, it's like, man, like, there's no reason why I can't keep going. There's no reason why I can't even take it up another level.
Bro, it inspire everybody because your social media content makes me want to do all this other content. I'm like, bro, I got to get my voice down. I got to get my quiet stuff and shine stuff on me. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Bro, we all try to press forward. That's the best part about it. Yeah. And like you said, that it's tough mentally. But you're tough mentally, like you said, it's a gift and a curse. Yeah. Like, you can still vibe out and do what you want to do and still make money off that stuff. And you can find that the happy place. That's what we're trying to focus on. You know what I'm saying? Okay. How do you get your mental right to do the things that you want to do?
And it's good to have find people you trust. Not that many.
That's true.
Not that many. Yeah. That's a good thing that me and him have been. We brothers.
Well, y'all been
trust each other.
Y'all been thick as thieves, dog, for so damn long,
bro. You find somebody solid, you stick with them.
It's been a blessing to be able to work with someone that you trust. 100%. And we going with our gifts. What I do for the business, I love like finding inventory and finding those connections. When I was going to places and finding stuff, I love it. Like it wasn't work for me. It's like, well, Larry, I'm going to this place right now
on his day off.
Right.
Like, I was like, dog, it's Tuesday. Sit down, bro.
I'm like, well, I'm going, and it don't feel like work for me. I feel like, well, this is gonna help. Like I love it. I love finding the different places. So all the stuff that we found, I love it. I love it. And like you're cooking, you love it. It's not work. I zone out when I'm talking to somebody about this or that, telling them about what we do. I love it. It's not work. It isn't work for me.
So that's your part. That's the part of the business that you really love.
One of them.
Okay.
One of them, Mm-hmm. But that's the part I fell into early, was trying to find it, because I found out how Larry was doing it. Oh, so then I go on these websites, look. Oh, okay. Then that's there. Then I'm gonna actually go there, and then I start talking to people and then making connections. So I've got connections in my phone for days about things that I need.
And this is stuff y'all can always just kind of call if y'all need some more inventory. People,
this Bama probably got like 3 or 4 connects for everything. Electronics, glass, and furniture.
Everything.
And we start off one way, and he be like, "Yeah, I got this person."
Like, Larry, meet me here. We got
what?
Get this U-Haul. I'll meet you there with the U-Haul. And he don't know until you show up.
Yeah, I was talking to him. We had a coffee the other day. When?
or I'll send him, Larry. Just get the U-Haul. And
I got you the address.
Talk to Brad. Brad gonna take you straight.
I mean to ask you this. Where y'all get the cars from?
Oh, literally.
You gotta connect.
Okay.
You gotta connect.
You got
good point. You got. You don't talk about that all.
We got a guy.
Cut that.
We got a guy. Okay, we got a guy for everything. But no, we definitely that's definitely a good team building joint that we love to do. And that's what we're trying to do, like put a package together where we have an entire package with you for the food too. So if people want to do like the corporate events, like we can do that. Plus catering, plus the catering. So we've been offering that. Plus they bring their own stuff, but we can offer the catering part too. That's what we're trying to get to. Because you know what I'm saying.
Always ready.
The last time, not last time. One of the friends gave us. This is how I said, he's gotten so big. I was like, hey, I know it's like 3 weeks out. He said, bro, I can't even do it. And he told me the truth. He's like, I don't want to put out half stuff to you or to my other clients trying to rush and put that stuff. And I respect that. I respect that because I don't want no half eggs either. I respect that. That's the truth.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's it's something y'all said I just kind of want to fall back on real quick. And I know this is like when it comes to mental health, like I don't want to act like I've struggled like with mental health, right? But after I lost my father, I had some real low moments, like extremely low, and I'm just gonna be vulnerable with y'all just because I don't know who needs to hear this. But man, I started struggling with suffering. I don't even want to say suffering. I started dealing with anxiety, and bro, I've never dealt with anxiety, like to where I was in my house chilling and I thought I was having a heart attack. You know what I mean? Like I'm literally calling my wife like, "Babe, you got to come home. Something's wrong."
Right.
And I started dealing with stuff like that in the midst of when my business was blowing up. So just imagine, like, my anxiety is horrible. I'm getting all kinds of emails and calls. It's just everything was so much at the time, right?
Yeah.
But one thing that I have learned and the message that because I have a few friends I talk to with stuff like this and some of my former teammates, but I had to kind of reframe my mind because at first I was saying I'm suffering from anxiety. And then I was saying, I have anxiety, and I wanted to kind of switch it up because I didn't want to, I'm not suffering. Like it's just something that I'm dealing with.
Right.
And I didn't even want to say that I have because in my opinion, like have means possession.
Right.
And I felt like that was a little too strong. So I kind of just started saying, look, I'm dealing with anxiety right now at the moment. And the moment I started to reframe it a little bit, I did get some help, right? I did have a therapist, and I talked to people when I needed it. And that really did help me out with as far as just mental health and my business. And I was even more able to dive into cooking because it just became that much more of a happy place for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's one of the best stories, bro. Because honestly, dealing with something like that, traumatic, and at the height of your business, trust me, we get like it's when my uncle passed, his dad passed, man. I came in here, I tore this joint up for like 2 hours straight.
Yeah.
I had to. Like the only emotion I had was anger. But this is a place where I can do that.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't catch no charges. I can yell and scream as loud as I can, let it out.
Yeah.
And after I did that, it made me feel a lot better. And helped me deal with a lot of stuff because, like you said, at a certain point, you'll have these low moments and you just be watching TV and that joint just break you down. I'm like, dang, bro, I wasn't even.
Get something to remind you of.
And it's tough. But the fact that you say you dealing with it or you took a control of it, that's even better, bro. And with their food too, that's your piece right there, man.
Absolutely.
You got to be able to move with the ups and downs of life, bro. That shit gets rough, and you got to be able to adapt and move with it. And,
And that's what I found. Like with like you said, when Pops passed away, I had to come in here and deal with it, and then I had the anxiety too. Like I get having it, dealing with it, what term fits, and then after talking with people and dealing with things, I found for me is if I do the day right, I string a couple of days right, and I don't think about
that's heavy right there. Yeah,
and I don't think about tomorrow. Then I know my tomorrow is gonna be straight because I know I'm gonna do today right, and then I have who I did lose. When I lost my dad, what would my dad would have done? And it works out for me. That's what works for me. It's not easy. It's not easy not to think about tomorrow.
It isn't.
But I do my best to think about what's going on right now.
Yeah, it's to kind of stand present in the moment. Just take
try
care of the day.
Try to and do my best and go from there.
Yeah,
because we're all weekend moments. We all fall. We all trip and fall, and we just don't stay down there. Pick yourself up and do it again.
Right. That's it right there.
That's
just stringing together. But it's something stringing together just a couple of good days, like when you're in a rocky patch. Bro, if I work out 2 days in a row, just something that I know I need to do, that I don't want to do at that moment, just me working out 2 days, because I got a small gym in my house, so just me working out 2 days in a row literally will change, like, I'll start to feel better immediately.
Oh yeah.
Just from just the mental of tackling something that I don't want to do, that I know I need to do, it'll pick me up like immediately. This, like you said, just staying present in the moment, just 2 days, man. Just trying together a couple of days.
Just try not to think about, well, this is 1, I got 2 and 3. Don't just make sure this is the best workout you can give yourself at that moment. The best chef you can be at this moment, the best person you can be at this moment, and the rest will take care of itself.
Yeah, that's facts.
For sure. So, that's what I found for myself.
Get real up there.
I said, got to give the goosebumps, man. I ain't trying to break down and get ready.
But you gotta be real. I mean,
absolutely.
us as switching again to black men, we don't do stuff like this.
No.
So there's who knows what could help one person.
Yeah, for sure.
To start having conversations with their friends. Man, this can go far.
Bro, you'd be surprised how many folks don't have nobody to talk to.
Right.
That blows my mind. Like,
right.
Man, you know, you hear people tell the story they were suffering alone, and like really they were literally alone. Like nobody, they and maybe they did have somebody to talk to, but they just didn't feel comfortable. Especially us, you know how we are. Like, you know, we
hold it in.
Yeah, you gotta hold it in. We gotta fight the world, have everything on our shoulders.
Because nothing stops. That's the only thing. Like you can, when something like that happens, you still gotta pay bills. You still gotta wake up the next day. You still gotta. They don't care. And it's like, well, all right. But like you said, you gotta get your mental straight at some point because can't keep going on like that.
No.
To switch subjects real quick.
Yeah.
What is your favorite meal that you like to cook?
What's interesting is this is my favorite meal. And people, I've never really cooked it for anybody. Like it's something that I just, it's 2 of them. First of all, I love making Chinese food. Like I do, bro. I'll make some fried rice, some orange chicken.
What?
I know it's random, right? I will make some fried rice and some orange chicken and egg rolls, and we'll scarf that down, and we'll be the happiest man in the world, right?
Yep.
But one of my favorite meals to make is make a biscuit, and I'll make a big ass biscuit. Like you slice that joint in half, it's gonna be the whole plate, right? So I get a big biscuit. I fry a piece of chicken like a chicken breast, and I'll ladle it with like some country gravy. That's like it's a stick to your ribs meal. It's one of my favorite meals, right? I only really make it for myself just because it really is like it's a fat boy meal, yeah.
And you make the gravy too?
Make the gravy, make the biscuit from scratch, all that.
Damn.
One of my favorite meals, yeah.
That sounds good.
It ain't no Pillsbury Grand.
No. None of them joints that pop when you
Snowball. Nah, that's you know what you still haven't made?
The jerk chicken fried rice?
Yes.
I forgot.
Okay, because I was gonna say, brother.
That's crazy you still remember that.
This Bama put it on Instagram or TikTok like 2 years or something ago, and I've been wanting to get this damn meal.
And it be times I'll just post something just to get a reaction from it, and I'll be surprised. Like, and I still haven't really got to make that for anybody. So, you know, I did get a good reaction from you. You was one of the first to hit me up like, I need that.
I need that. I need that. Yeah. And remind everybody, you do meal prep every week for everybody.
Yeah.
You have your own website and stuff like that. You let them know.
Yeah, tell us what that is.
So I provide a meal prep service for the DMV area. I deliver just about I live in like the North Stafford area, so I deliver just about as north as Springfield to Lorton. I post my menu every Thursday on my site. I take orders until Friday, and I switch the menu up weekly. Usually I offer about 3 to 4 options. When it gets cold, like right now, I'm always offering a soup and amongst other options. But, delivery or pickup is on Sundays around 12 to 1. I try to get you guys home before football starts.
That's right.
And, we just keep it rolling. It's every week.
Can you give us the website?
Yep, I'm sorry. DownsetEat.com. DownsetEat.com.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Hit them up. Get right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. And he also does like vegan meals too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've seen that too. You've done a lot of vegan meals, right?
I try to keep some plant-based meals in rotation. That's something that's catching storm. Like a lot of folks are becoming way more health conscious and they're wanting to explore that a little bit more. And I want people to believe that you can. I don't like to call it soul food because it's not soul food, but you can have some delicious vegan food that's good for your body, you know, and it can be flavorful. So I offer some vegan meals too. Just when people, that's just more so on request though. Yeah.
And so you got your website, TikTok. What's your handle on TikTok?
TikTok, Instagram, still the same. Downset Eat. That's my YouTube. I'm starting YouTube. I do have a channel, so yeah, I'm gonna just post a little shorts from TikTok on it for now, but I'm gonna get active and start posting content. So
trust me, you're gonna have a lot on this because we're gonna chop this up. But you remember Brian?
Yeah,
he's the one that does it.
Website,
website, the videos. I do the I make all the little videos, but he's the one that chops it up and sends them out.
I need to revamp on my website. I definitely
he'll definitely.
He's nice like that.
Yeah.
And he'll offer updates too on it, like change things.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you call him like we need this change yesterday.
Okay.
And he'll do it right there. Boop 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 boop. Because we got a direct line for him.
You talking about Brian Swabs?
Don Swabs. Don
Swabs.
Yeah, man. I told you, man. The people we keep that's here is solid with us, man. We've known since a long time.
Yeah. No, that might be. See, that's confirmation too, because he hits me up. He'll write me on Instagram, and he just wrote me. It was because I said I need to. I was putting on my meal prep menu, and he responded. Was like, man, I can streamline this for you, to where you don't even have to. You don't even have to do nothing.
Yeah. Seriously.
And I told him, I was like, well, we need to set up a call. He liked it, but he never really responded. So I'm thinking he wants me to which is fair. Like it's his business, so I think he wants me to reach out to him. Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you need his information, his direct cell phone, we got you.
All right, yeah,
for sure.
I'm gonna hit him up.
That's all I got.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Christian, for coming out, big dog, man. Like I said, the chef of the DMV right here, man. If you want some good food, vegan, soul, anything, he got you. Meal preps, he got you all throughout the week, man. Just hit him up. Look on his Instagram. Look on his TikTok. The man is everywhere. All right?
Hey, let me just show y'all some love. I appreciate these two dudes for having me. Y'all, I promise these cats I've known them since 2003, 2000. No, I'm sorry. I've known them from 2001, 2000. And they've literally been solid, just good brothers since I met them. So, nothing but love to these dudes, man. And I wish y'all nothing but the best.
My G.
Yeah, that's her.
Signing off.
All right.
That was good, bro.
Yeah, that was good.
Snow football. You remember?
We just talked about that. This man had no shoes on. What type of grizzly bear is this dude?